The corpse could not be buried because it was missing its head. Therefore, the butler invited a carpenter to carve a wooden head for his master. The carpenter accepted the payment and got to work. Using his master's portrait as a reference, he carved a perfectly matching head. On the day of the funeral, he placed the wooden head on the body. Afterward, he also tied a scarf around the corpse's neck. The butler was very grateful and invited him to a meal before his departure. Strangely, the dishes consisted only of soybeans. Everyone present immediately began eating greedily. These people looked like a group of mice while they were eating. When the carpenter noticed this, he was deeply frightened. He looked toward the coffin and discovered that the head he had just carved had transformed into a mouse's head. Terrified, he ran out of the estate as fast as he could. When he turned around to look back, the magnificent mansion had become a dilapidated temple. He had no idea that his good deed would change the fate of his family. At the same time, his wife was going through a difficult childbirth. The midwife did her best to help her, but the baby was still in danger. While the man was overwhelmed with worry, a mouse wearing a scarf suddenly appeared on top of the rice barrel. As he remembered what had just happened, he was frightened once again. The mouse glanced at him from a distance and then disappeared. The carpenter walked over to take a closer look. To his surprise, he discovered that the rice barrel was filled with a large number of silver coins. At that exact moment, the loud cry of a newborn baby came from the room. It turned out that both the silver coins and the child were precious gifts from the mouse fairy.